All right, hi, Dr. Lisa. So, I did a total of 71 minutes plus 24, so 95 minutes of hiking today. And I got to say that, you know, this, my back just feels absolutely fantastic. I hope it holds. I think maybe the walking, the extended walking kind of tightens things up in the back, which would be my guess. And so it's doing pretty good. I lifted. I probably shouldn't have done it, but I lifted I think about a 25, 35 pound pot today to move it for my wife. Typically, what I would do is wait for wait for my kids to come out and do it. But I gave it a shot. I used the proper lifting techniques, which means lift, from not your back, but lift from use your legs to lift, not your back to lift. So I used proper lifting techniques, so that, that kind of helped out really well. I think it did. So I'm really, really hopeful. So usually it's not the heavy weight that causes a problem. It's usually like the fine tuning, the really fine movements. That's what causes the issues. But I would say that after the hike, before the hike, I'd say it's probably about 85% now. I think I'm at about 90%. So feeling really good. I really, really want to stress it out. Really, really hard to see exactly how much force it can take. But I'm going to take it easy. One lift at a time, one day at a time. And I still want to get in there and get, ultimately get an MRI just to make sure that there's not something else going on back there. But I was able to stand up on a couch, probably not in the best position I should have, but that was something I couldn't do prior to the treatment. So what do you think? You think my back's doing better, Jericho?
Yeah.
So my son says it's doing better. And so, just a quick, every small victory counts. Every small victory matters. Especially when you have a treatment that's, depending on who you talk to, could be considered highly experimental. And the area that you're treating isn't one that's typically, a lot of people aren't really too interested in treating. But, I'm thinking it's more along the lumbar area than the sacroiliac joint. Maybe it's more along the lines of the iliac region. And it definitely doesn't feel like a sciatic, because it doesn't, shoot down. But, I remember walking, 10 feet when I was in Sasebo, Japan, and just having to stop, because of the pain that would, it just felt like, my breath was taken away. It's just like everything is fine, and then all of a sudden, just everything just goes wrong in that one spot, and I just can't move. But now, it's doing pretty good. So just wanted to say thanks, and then looking forward to more healing. And the goal is to, for me, is to eventually get out there and start kicking the soccer ball with Jericho. But I would say that staying active as possible throughout this seems like that is making the biggest difference in getting better. There's one point where I was thinking, well, maybe I should just be immobile for the whole 60 days. But moving, doing planks, I also have these those elastic rubber bands that I use for strength, just light strength, exercises. So that's been helpful. And then the lunge movement on my right leg, it doesn't feel like it's fully able to bear the weight, but that's going to be my barometer as to how I'm coming along on this. But anyways, just wanted to say thanks, and I would say that probably now I'm closer to 90%. Some days I feel like it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and that's definitely the case with this. Some days I think that feel like right when I'm about ready to lose it all, everything tightens up. It does really good. So just want to say thanks and just give another update. That's crazy. Bye.